Tuesday afternoon. I've been up in Kiri rained quite a bit and it's quite windy now. So not a pleasant day, but it's time for lunch. I know there's food on the way. The air fryer's on and a grey day out there at present. It's midday Wednesday. It's pretty windy and it's supposed to get worse. Oh, work continues on the new marina. So some of the pontoons are going in. Piles being driven there. And then we have plastic sheathing that goes around them. Sitting up here, obviously the crane. A whole pile of piles lying there. Oh, we're suffering the last gasp of winter at the moment. Well, an effort to just see what electrical loads are actually optional. I turned off the emergency battery bank, which means the charger presumably is off. So let's turn that back on. And that's also supplying power to the GX Touch. The only things that were still on was the freezer and the lighting, which has no on anyway. And there's the emergency battery voltage. I also turned off the 240 or 230 volt sockets, which include Starlink. I got them back on. So the other loads is the DC charging for the generator battery, which I could turn off the battery, but haven't. And we also have the charging of the engine start batteries, which should be full, so there won't be a significant amount there either. Now here's the old battery monitor, so just ignore the top one, it's not actually connected. But the bottom two are the engine start batteries, which are being charged or kept charged by the house battery at the moment. And when the engines run, then the charge goes from them to the house battery, which is what the Cyrex does. Well, let's get this a go in the air fryer. So we've got mushrooms, eggs and Swiss cheese and wee ramekins. It's looking edible. Well, the weather is certainly not improving and not an outside job day. May not look it, we've got a very strong westerly blowing at the moment. It's nice and warm though, because the wind's not coming from the south. least we have a rainbow. Certainly not a weekend to be out, I don't think. Oh, it's 3:30 and I think we've definitely seen the best of the day. We have rain. Squalls coming. And there's looking at Portland and Whangārei Chief was coming up harbour as I came home. A few minutes later, yep, not a weekend to be out in the boat. At lunchtime. So this is the one that won the America's Cup. It's an older boat than the one at Port Nikau. Obviously fast, it's got flames on it. Well, it's a better day than yesterday. Tomorrow's not supposed to be too good though, rain and wind warning. Well, it doesn't look too bad at the moment. We've had some big rain squalls through and gale warning. Right, into my pile of spears. Yesterday was a much nicer day. It's a bit windy up here. It's pretty windy out there. It's blowing the tape measure all around the place and another squall's about to arrive. So I've actually ordered 6 panels, so how long before I actually get a frame assembled and them on the boat is a different question. Well, it's not too windy, but certainly cold and raining. All the diehards are still sailing in the winter series again today, but surprisingly not us. Oh, I think I'll try some microwave mushrooms for lunch. Actually been running off the batteries so far today. I was going to run a voltage sense cable from the inverter charger to the house bank, but with this wind and constant rain coming in, I think we will avoid getting wet. And that is because the house bank lives under the seat here, and it's a very difficult place to get to, kneeling under the table with a wet deck. And we've got 3 220 amp AGMs under here. Right, there's one of them, and there's not a lot of room in here. So if we're ever changing batteries, we'll have to pull the table out, which presumably means just undoing those bolts there. I've just measured the potential space here for when we do get round to upgrading to lithiums.